Welcome, everyone. Welcome this week to Trinity's announcements. It is so good to be together. Thank you for taking a few minutes to hear about what's new and upcoming here in the life of Trinity. With me today is my wonderful colleague, our Director of Family Ministries, Amy Henderson-Hill. And she is here to talk about not one, but two exciting things. One about our youth and one about our Easter extravaganza.
You got it.
Okay.
So the first thing that I want to share, and I know a lot of you have seen things about this or heard things about this, maybe in the announcements, maybe from me, maybe from a youth, but I wanted to briefly go over what is happening in the hallway on the first floor of the education wing. Set up in there is a project that many hands brought to life that was experienced by and brought to life truly by the youth as a result of an experience we had this summer on our trip in Washington, D.C. Briefly, all the things we did, the learning, the service, the playing, and the fun, and the worshiping, and all of the things that we did, one of our experiences brought us to a museum called Planet Word. And it looks at language and the impact of language. There was an exhibit called One Word, and it asked people just that. What is one word that? And we were all really impacted by this and moved by this. And I've said this before, but there is a youth with the eyes and the quietness that said, we could do this at Trinity. We have to do this at Trinity. And so we did. It's out there. It is our Words Matter interactive exhibit. So we are here in the Words Matter exhibit installation that is meant to be interactive. So as you can see, there are prompts at the top that are asking you for one word, and then you can fill out one of these circles and to share some of these words. For instance, one word that comes to mind when I think of God is, these are beautiful. There's hope. I feel anything could be possible through God. There's abundance and belonging, joy. There are words that we could be more careful with, things that we need to pay attention to in this world and how they affect others. We're talking about community. We are talking about things that make us feel better and connected, and ways that we can describe ourselves, who we are, and how we are feeling in any given moment, how we're doing there. One more thing that I want to point out is not all of us have our words ready to express in terms of writing or expression. So we wanted to create a space for children or for anyone who would like to express their word through drawing or through something visual. So all of the materials that you would need are all in that hallway. Basically, it's little discs and markers or pens that ask you about one word. So the one I just happened to pick up is one word I would use to describe myself is. And then you can fill that word in there, and if there's more you would like to say, there's a little bit of space to say it. You might want to fill one of those out. You might want to fill 6 of them out. You might just want to quietly reflect on what others have shared and written. But really, the point of this was to take that moment to reflect, to learn more about ourselves and learn about each other in this community. And I want to briefly read, as I finish up, one little thing that I wrote that I think really encapsulates what we were trying to do with this. So every word we choose carries a weight that can open up or shut down conversations about our shared humanity. Every day, we unite our personal narratives with communal stories. This Words Matter installation at Trinity is about listening deeply and sharing authentically. We believe that every human story, every expression of our belovedness, regardless of its scale, is worthy, relatable, and significant. This experience reminded us that our stories, woven from moments of joy and struggle and reflection, are vital threads in the larger work of our community. So to those of you who have participated in this in any way or supported it in any way, which is many of you, thank you on behalf of me, but also our precious young people who said, let's do this, we can do this, and there it is.
Excellent. How long will the installation be available?
Thank you. It will be up through Easter.
Okay.
So we are going to, it was concurrent with Lent, so, in the theme of seeing each other, seeing our world, seeing up close, we believe that works beautifully with it. So it's been up for the season of Lent and will continue through Easter, just to give as many people as possible a chance to interact with it. So,
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. And not to look too far ahead, but I believe you're taking the youth on another faith formation event.
We are. So one brief thing about the installation to wrap it up. One of the ideas that has been brought to me that I think is beautiful, we are going to take these things at the end of the installation and type them and compile them together into some sort of resource. I don't know how we're going to use it. I don't know what it could be or could grow into, but I wanted to share that at least is going to happen, and we're going to see where that goes. And Pastor Lee, thank you. This summer, the very beginning of June, these kids are headed into a van right after worship on June 1st, after we bless us all and send us on our way. We are going to Nashville. We are working with service learning camps. We have multiple sites every morning and every afternoon where we will be doing service learning, hands-on. And in the vein of this Words Matter exhibit, I am confident, knowing these kids, knowing these extraordinary young people, there will be something else that they discover, that they are passionate about, and that they say, we can do this at Trinity. So I'm excited, and I invite all of you to share in the excitement of what it is they're going to come up with next and how we can create that community together. Yeah.
Thank you for providing these young people with such wonderful experiences.
Thank you.
And then second, Amy's going to tell us a little bit about the Easter extravaganza that's happening in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes. So as many of you have seen over the last few years, we are having, once again, our annual Easter celebration. But if you don't know what that means or what that includes, let me tell you, it's a lot. As the most celebratory day in our church year, we said, let's celebrate. Let's have a party, right? So in between the worship services, so from 9 until about 10:15, we are going to have things all throughout this building and all throughout the grounds for all people of all ages. So there are lots of things for kids to do, and all of it is family friendly and encouraged for our littles and our teens and our parents. But this is really about anyone and everyone who wants to participate in, again, building community and being together and playing together on Easter morning. We're going to have a petting zoo. We are going to have an egg hunt that is not timed or competitive. Everyone gets lots of eggs. We are going to have a quiet room with crafts. We are going to have bubbles, our big bubble machine, and sidewalk chalk. We are also going to be serving Easter breakfast. That tradition has come back in the last couple years. So Easter breakfast will be served. Many hands are making this happen. So come and enjoy and be with your family, be with each other, and celebrate with us on Easter morning.
Perfect. Thank you. One last announcement tying into Easter. So this coming Sunday is Palm Sunday, Passion Sunday. It is the start of Holy Week, which is the most important week in our Christian calendar. It is the week that changed the world. So I invite you to come be a part of the many services that are happening. You can check out our website as to the service times. If it has not been your tradition to maybe take part in a service, maybe this year is your year to come experience something that is new to you. And if it is your tradition, I invite you to come with an open heart and open eyes that God might be up to something new in something that is old. Thank you all so much for spending a couple minutes with us. Have a blessed week.